still chilling with Smokey John Remy here. We're talking about life in the diaspora. So, Remy.
Yeah, man.
You see, you just made life in the diaspora look kind of smooth, and then life decide where people happen to come from look a little bit rough. But I wonder if you get what I'm saying. You know, I would want to know, like, I need a reality check from you who has been there. Is life really smooth out there?
There's nothing that is smooth anywhere. Life is a challenge. The hurdles to jump, but it's the levels at which you jump your hurdles. In the diaspora, it's fine, but there's some other element which you lose. For example, it's a system where no one's going to tell you wake up, but you find yourself on a run. So there's another part of the world, your freedom, which is denied to do things the way you're meant to be, but because of the system which controls you. And putting that aside, the weather element, I won't say that the diaspora is super good, but the weather itself sometimes can be hostile to people like us who are blacks. We're lucky here in Uganda, we have summer, which is from January to December, we're almost in summer. Come to diaspora, summer is limited. We have to have, these seasons. They tend to, intercept with our bodies, like mostly with the Africans.
So because you're just fitting in an environment, you really find it
definitely
hard. Yeah.
Putting that aside, also now look into the racism element. I won't say life is good. Some countries are really terrible that racism is on its apex. And besides that, jobs. Not everyone in the diaspora will get a job.
That's right.
There are very many who are still struggling. You may think that you're jumping out of fire, and then you land
right into it.
Lava instead.
Sure.
That's it. Wow. So, to my side, I'll say patience and acceptance can make you feel you can do adjustments everywhere you go.
Okay. So
I won't say it's good, I won't say it's bad, but how you compose yourself to be there will be the answer. Yeah.
All right, my next question would be about, you just talked about racism there. You see some countries make it really hard, mostly for people who have a color like I have, like a color like you have. And I know that makes life really hard out there. How have you, in your own experience, how has it affected you in your own experience?
Actually, I have a friend of mine called Solomon. He always tells something that bad or good, there are lessons to learn.
Bad or good, there are lessons
to learn. So, in the beginning, with the race element, they bounced me even in clubs. As in, you come in with your boss and then they toss you out. They find weird excuses. That, hey, you're not putting your funny shoes at this and this and this, finding ways of how to pull the black outside. But that prompted me to accept who I am and appreciate who I am, because no one's going to help me to love who I am. They will talk because they don't know me.
That's right.
At the end of it all, I learned to accept that we are different.
Sure.
That they are weak.
Sure.
A racist is a person who is weak, who believes that you're going to take over.
That's true, that's true.
At the end of it all, he's in fear. But like Bobby once says, they fear what they don't know. We are good guys, and we can be bad if we want to be bad.
Sure.
But how to run away from that is acceptance and trying to dig deep into that person's mind.
That's right.
Then you realize that you
accept who you are.
That's
let them treat you
because you're not going to change.
True. That's right. That's right. Okay. Still chilling with Smokey John Remy here, and I hope you're enjoying what we are giving to you. So, apart from the racism, though, the language elements, that also can be a problem.
It's true.
How do you easily fit in? How do you like?
Actually, if you look at the racism and the language aspect, sometimes it's intertwined there because the racists, when they find out that you don't know the language, they take advantage of that. And at times they look at you as trash. But once you come and, you know, prove a point to them
Yeah.
that even you know their language.
Yeah.
At times even it vanishes. The aspect of racism tends to vanish because you're coming on the same table with them.
Okay, so what you're saying,
language.
Smogi, is
Yeah.
go in the diaspora, try to fit in, learn those people's language, learn those people's lifestyle. There is no way racism is going to affect you.
It will, because they don't know you, but once they come closer, it's somehow a solution.
True.
Prove to them that you know what I do.
I'm part of you.
Yeah, I'm part of you.
Yeah.
I know your culture.
Yeah.
So they will accept you.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
But then also prove a point to them that what you know about Africa is different.
It's sure.
Look at Africa like at times, I think we people in the diaspora, we're supposed to be the ambassadors of Africa,
that's very true.
but portraying exactly what is there.
That's very true.
Because, you know, media gives a different perception to make, you know, Africans weak and everything, things like that. Yes, there are places which are bad with Africa and weak, but also the same thing in Europe. It happens. But all in all, the language aspect is you accepting to learn so that you can easily fuse in.
That's true.
In Baganda, we have a saying that omusajja gyagenda gyasanga basajja banne.
That's right.
Meaning that go there, compose yourself, assimilate into their system, and then they welcome you.
That's right.
Though learning a language is another one.
Yeah,
you know, a language which is not easily connected to what you are or what you have is a little bit tricky.
Sure, that's really
But a good thing
understandable.
with the diaspora, they always provide classes
Okay.
and they're free of
They
charge.
give you classes to learn their native language.
That's it.